Hey YouTube, Losing Louie here. I'm going to do a video today on the topic of diversification. This is not an unboxing and I have nothing to show, but I have been talking to a couple of people recently about how they might start stacking and what they might stack. And what I wanted to talk about was how you might take a measured approach to stacking. I know when I was brand new, I wanted to go out and buy every cool new round, and I put them all in a book, and I really enjoyed looking at them. And I know other people will go out and immediately buy a couple of rolls of Silver Eagles or Maple Leafs, and that's fine. You know, it's fine to start that way. However, if you want to maximize your profitability and minimize your risk, I really recommend diversifying your stack. And if you have a roadmap, maybe that will help you to do so. I don't really hear many people talking about diversification, but I believe in it strongly. I was looking on the internet the other day, and I happened to find this website at Wholesale Coins Direct with a diversification starter kit. And they have gold and silver and graded coins and bullion, and I thought, cool, somebody else believes what I believe. But I wouldn't buy the stuff necessarily that they have here, but I set about creating my own diversified stack. So that's what this is. Assuming that you had about $4,000 you wanted to invest right away or over time, I believe that it would make sense to put about 25% in gold, $1,000, and about 75% in silver. Why do I like gold and silver? Well, I think they're both worth stacking. I think they both have potential to go up, but they go up often in different amounts at different times for different reasons. I equate gold and silver to motorboats and rocket ships. They both will get you somewhere, but in very different ways at different times for different needs. So I do believe in diversifying gold and silver. If I were to look at putting $1,000 in silver, well, here would be my first choice. And let me flip over to it. This is pre-33 Eagle. And there it is. They happen to have them over at APMEX. This is a AU, almost uncirculated, so an investor, pretty close to an investor quality, not a cleaned piece of gold. It's about a half an ounce, a little under a half an ounce. $10 single gold eagle. One of the reasons I like these, I'm not really a big supporter of the confiscation laws, but if that did happen, this would be safe. But I like it because a lot of people collect these. There's a tremendously large market for them. And I like them even more because they put somewhat of a floor under your investment. These don't sink dollar for dollar with a drop in gold bullion prices. And you'll see that theme throughout my whole portfolio. I want things that have a floor in them. But if you did want to have some gold bullion, which would be closer to spot, you might consider the 2014 Eagles. You can get two of those at APMEX right now for about $150 a piece. They're 1/10 of an ounce of gold, and it's bullion, but it is recognizable. It's got the authority of the U.S. government, easily tradable, so that wouldn't be a bad choice either. Moving on to the silver category, I also believe in diversifying between numismatics and semi-numismatics. All right, so if you've seen my videos on Carson City Morgans, I collect them, but the appreciation on a Carson City Morgan over the years, say over the last 30 years, has blown away the appreciation in silver, the appreciation of semi-numismatic coins. So don't be afraid of numismatics. Let me give you a look at this Carson City. They happen to have these. So in MS63, Carson City Morgans are going for about $205. MS63 is a fine grade. PCGS is a good grading company. And you can always sell a Carson City Morgan, especially one that's authenticated and graded. So I love those and I collect those. So that gives you your first numismatic category. That's about $400 to get two of those. Not to leave out the U.S. Mint, the Kennedy 4-coin set is selling for $100 right now. They're just about at the end of their run, and here they are. So these, they're doing about 225,000 of these. They're in the last 25,000 sets, and this will soon be a collector's item. It's a beautiful set, and it's destined to go up. All right, so that would be another good choice for diversification in the numismatic category. Also really nice to look at, nice to own. Getting into the more mainstream semi-numismatics, everybody loves the kooks. You know, they're limited to 500,000 mintage. The 2015 kooks can be had over at Provident for about $22 right now, and I think that's a great investment. Not getting too tricky, you know, not getting into the privy marks or other things that I like to play with sometimes, but if you were to buy 3 rolls of these kooks, you would spend about $1,300, and it's going to be really hard to lose money on these coins. Generally, they go up about $5 a year. The next semi-numismatic would be the Libertads. I'm recommending 2 rolls of the Libs, the 2014 Libertads, and while you know I and others have bought these much cheaper when spot was down $14, $15, still a great deal here at SD Bullion for the BU Libertads, 22 bucks. This is one of the lowest mintage years of the BU and the Proof Libertads in quite a while. These are going to really perform well, no doubt about it. Even if silver goes back to $8, these Libertads are going to do well. The next thing I've recommended, I think you should have maybe a little premium semi-numismatics in your stack, and I've chosen again the Libertads, this time a Proof Libertad 2014. You could pick something else, but I think these are going to do well. This is on APMEX. That's the 2014 Proof, extremely low mintage, destined to go up. I would probably buy something like this at $58 before I would go out and buy a graded version of some other coin. I think for my money, I think I would avoid the graded slabs, although I do buy them from time to time. But in a basic starter diversified portfolio, I would probably stick with a $50 coin over a $100 coin in this proof category. Most of the proofs are in the 69-70 range anyway, the PF 69 to PF 70 range anyway. So there we have it. We have spent about $3,000 in silver, add it all up, about $4,000 total, and you know, that might get you started pretty well. You could pick different coins, and you could set, you know, up a shopping list and get these over time. You could buy on dips in the market. You could look for recommendations on the YouTube channels. But this would be the kind of portfolio that I would want to set up, and in fact the kind of portfolio that I have. So I hope that's helpful. I'm open to answering questions, and you know, a dozen people would probably do this a dozen different ways, but because not too many people talk about it, this is how I might get started in a basic, generic, well thought out, diversified set. If anybody thinks I have forgotten something key, feel free to chime in, but with $4,000 I didn't have too many opportunities and choices. Okay, Losing Louie signing out. Thanks so much for watching. Bye.